Have you ever heard of Walter Summerford? Some say he might be the unluckiest man in history. Others might say he's the dumbest for constantly tempting fate. His story is so bizarre, it sounds like something out of a movie. Let's dive into the shocking tale of the man who was struck by lightning not once, not twice, but 4 times, even after he was dead. Our story begins in 1918. During the final days of World War I, Walter Summerford was a British officer, a major, serving on the front lines in Flanders, Belgium. One day, while riding his horse through a field, a flash of lightning tore through the sky and struck him. The bolt threw him from his horse and left him paralyzed from the waist down. It was a devastating injury that ended his military career. He was forced to retire and move to Vancouver, Canada, to start a new life. For 6 years, Walter worked to rebuild his life, adapting to his paralysis. He found solace in simple activities, especially fishing. In 1924, he went on a fishing trip by a local river. He found a nice, quiet spot under a tall tree and settled in. Suddenly, the weather turned. Dark clouds rolled in, and before he knew it, a thunderstorm was raging. And then, it happened again. A bolt of lightning struck the very tree he was sitting under. The electric charge coursed through him, but this time, something miraculous happened. The strike, instead of causing more harm, somehow restored the feeling in his legs. He regained the use of them and was able to walk again. It was a 1 in a million chance, a medical marvel. But Walter's strange relationship with lightning was far from over. You'd think after being struck twice, he'd be a bit more cautious around storms. Maybe stay indoors, avoid tall trees, you know, the basics. But Walter seemed to have a short memory. Fast forward 6 years to 1930. He is out for a walk in a local park on a fine summer day. Suddenly, the sky darkens and a storm rolls in out of nowhere. You can probably guess what happened next. For the 3rd time, lightning found Walter Summerford. He was struck again. This time, the consequences were severe. The strike left him completely paralyzed. This 3rd encounter with a lightning bolt was the final blow. Walter spent the last 2 years of his life completely paralyzed. Unable to recover from the extensive damage, he passed away in 1932. Now, this is where the story goes from unbelievably strange to utterly mind-bending. You would think that death would finally bring an end to Walter's unfortunate connection with lightning, but you'd be wrong. He was buried in Mountain View Cemetery in Vancouver. His family mourned him, and for a while, it seemed his bizarre story was over. But fate, or whatever cosmic force was toying with him, had one last cruel joke to play. 4 years after his death, in 1936, a powerful thunderstorm swept through Vancouver. A bolt of lightning descended from the heavens and struck the cemetery. And where did it hit? Directly on Walter Summerford's gravestone. The stone was destroyed, shattered by the force of the very thing that had plagued him throughout his life and, apparently, even in death. So, was Walter Summerford the unluckiest man in history? Or was he the dumbest for repeatedly putting himself in harm's way? Think about it. Riding a horse in a field during a war, sitting under a tree by a river during a storm, walking in a park as a storm approaches. These aren't exactly the wisest choices for anyone, let alone someone who's already been struck by lightning. The odds of being struck by lightning in your lifetime are about 1 in 15,300. The odds of being struck twice are astronomical. 3 times, it's almost statistically impossible. But to be struck a 4th time, after you're already in your grave, that's just beyond comprehension. The story of Walter Summerford has become a legend, a cautionary tale passed down through generations. It serves as a stark reminder of the raw, unpredictable power of nature. Some people attract good fortune, others attract bad luck. And then there's Walter Summerford, who seemed to be a human lightning rod. It makes you wonder if there are forces at play in the universe that we simply can't understand. Was it just a series of incredible coincidences, or was something else going on? So, what do you think? Was he just colossally unlucky? Or was there a lesson he just refused to learn? Was he a man who defied the odds in the worst possible way? Or was he foolishly tempting fate one too many times? It's hard to say for sure. His story is a mix of tragedy and absurdity. A man whose life was defined and ultimately ended by a force of nature that seemed to have a personal vendetta against him. It's a powerful reminder to respect nature. If you hear thunder, go indoors. Don't stand under trees. Don't go fishing in a storm. And definitely don't go for a stroll in the park. Learn from Walter's mistakes. His story is a perfect example of what not to do. Maybe he wasn't the dumbest guy in history, but he certainly made some questionable decisions that put him directly in harm's way. Time and time again, his legacy is this incredible, almost unbelievable story, a story that makes you shake your head and wonder about the mysteries of the universe and the fine line between bad luck and bad judgment. Walter Summerford, the man who couldn't escape lightning, even in death. Let me know in the comments what you think about this bizarre case. Was it fate or foolishness? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable stories. See you next time.